Annyeonghaseyo. Hey Roses, back to do a flip through on Journal 80 here. Hard to believe that I've had and filled 80 notebooks, but let's just go ahead and get started. So this is how I decorated the front. This one only lasted me like 8 days because of how short it is. It only has like 60 pages. So this day was usual groceries and stuff. And the errands weren't too bad. We had post office, bank, taxes, and then pharmacy, which actually that one didn't end up happening because my mom had a doctor's appointment, and because she was 20 minutes late they wouldn't see her, which I found totally dumb. But once she got back, we went to the grocery store and did all that to get it over with. Ended up spending the rest of the day just relaxing, watching videos, playing games on Pogo, because they're having a badge thing right now. The following day was going to be my diabetic appointment in the morning, and I was not looking forward to it because I'd have to get up super early, and I hate doing that. Also finished working on a magnet to like color in. Mentioned that I was hoping after the following day things would be much more calm throughout the rest of the week with everything that had been going on. Mentioned I hoped I would be able to go into Walmart or Dollar Tree before we headed home after my appointment. My brother came by to see all of us, as well as showing a picture of his new tarantula and scorpion, along with his wife's python and his stepdaughter's python. Which I'm just like, yeah, no. Not wanting to deal with that, so you can have it. This day was very busy overall. Spent some of the day in bed at Grandma's watching videos. Mentioned that the appointment this day went really well as a whole, and that was really nice to hear, because I admitted I'm not the best with checking everything, but my A1C was 5.5, which was the same as like a non-diabetic, so I was pretty happy about that as well. Also lost a few pounds. This is my doctor and nurse up here in the corner. After the appointment, we went to check and see if the Charlotte Russe across from my doctor's was still open, since they were all closing. But they had already closed, so I didn't get a chance to look in. We went by Walmart to check to see if they had one of my drinks, and they did not, so we just went to Dollar Tree so I could get some stickers and replenish and everything. Mentioned I fell in love with the design that they had come out with, which was like iridescent crystals kind of thing. So I mentioned that there was also a lot of road work while we were going to the appointment, and I had to warn my mom ahead of time and be like, you need to leave early because otherwise you're gonna get stuck in traffic. So she appreciated that. She was just as frustrated as I was though. This day was semi-busy. Spent most of the day just kind of chilling. Mostly watched videos in my sub feed and listened to more music. Also watched some of Jacksepticeye's videos as well. The errands weren't too bad this day. It was just the post office and the pharmacy. While we were out, Mama and I also went Pokemon hunting. Did take a couple gems. But now that it's nighttime, they got taken away, which was annoying. When we got home, I basically crashed in, took a nap, because I was so tired. So the rest of the day was super chill, with the exception that Grandma had a dentist appointment to fill a couple cavities, so she mentioned she was really hurting in the chair the entire time because there was barely any kind of support for her back, which I know sucks tremendously. So after the appointment, they went to Subway and got subs for everybody, and I just ended up downing mine. This day was the usual chill day. Sorry, getting something to drink. And today was just really chill due to the fact that Mama wasn't having the best day when she had woken up, so spent the day just relaxing for a change. I also filmed 5 videos for you guys. I was able to film 3 singing videos. Also, I did a review of the eye cream that I have been using and a flip through, because I like to be able to stay ahead for the most part in terms of the flip throughs, especially because those can get built up really quickly. I went into a rant on this page that I'm not going to get into. 1, because it's a rant, and 2, because it would embarrass somebody. More rant. Okay. I did get a shower this day as well, because my hair was a freaking oil slick. And then I also finished another coloring page in this journal as well, so that was really cool. I like how it turned out overall. I mentioned I hoped that I could work on and potentially finish another picture, because I always like how they turn out. I mentioned I plan on working on a mermaid one from the coloring book that I had gotten at Dollar Tree. I mentioned I wasn't looking forward to the following day because it was the usual groceries and errands. So it was just going to be chaotic and busy, and I apologize for the lawnmower. This day was the usual grocery store and errands. Thankfully, the errands were only the post office and pharmacy. And my mom had some diabetic meds that she needed to pick up because her A1C was 7.4, which I was surprised by because hers is not normally that high. Mentioned I never thought that she would get to that point. I just found it strange. Mentioned when I had woken up that morning, Grandma was not feeling well. She felt like she had a fever and was also tired. Like extremely tired that people get whenever they have a fever and everything. Hoping that she wasn't getting sick because she was really wanting to fix a big supper for everyone for Easter. And if she was getting sick, then she wouldn't have the energy. Mentioned that I hoped Grandma and Papa's telephone would be fixed soon because they kept having to use my phone, which I didn't mind. But after a while, you're just like, I'd like to use my phone myself for different things. But I sent in a ton of reports and they didn't really do anything. And I went on a rant on the next page that I'm not going to get into. Pretty chill day here for the most part. Spent most of the day just relaxing in bed. Also went down to the house briefly so I could take some stuff home, as well as get the groceries that I took to the house in case I wanted to spend the weekend at the house. So got all that. And this day my mom and a friend of the family also went ahead and did the gardening at the flower beds for Grandma since she didn't need to be out there, it was her knee and everything. And then I mentioned Mama was pretty peeved about not being able to get a hold of anybody because of their phone being down. It just being annoying. When we went down to the house, I started cleaning my room a bit before we went back to Grandma's. Then I had saw that Walter / friend of the family, I've mentioned him before, but he had followed us, which I had found kind of annoying because we were coming right back, but apparently he had other ideas. Aunt Angela and everyone came for Easter this day. It was really nice to see everybody. I mentioned that I hoped we'd get to film a video together again, me and my cousins, because it was fun when we had to do it the last time. I got to show Angela, my Aunt Angela and my two cousins the Dance Times 2 thing you see on Weekly Idol that the K-pop idols do. And some of it's insane. This was one of those like color by sticker things, as well as this one. This day was a long day. Spent some of the day in just watching YouTube for most of the time that I was in bed to relax. Mostly stuff in subfeed, listening to music, and having a mini marathon of Jack's videos as well. This day was also Easter, and basically her mom made Thanksgiving in April with everything that she had made, so which took a toll on her physically. She kept having to go back to the oxygen machine and catch her breath and everything, which I hated. I was just surprised that she went through all the trouble to make everything because of how much she was hurting. Ended up staying predominantly in my room at Grandma's because I was not feeling well at all. I'd woken up with a headache and it was just getting progressively worse as the day went on. So I was not all that thrilled. Also was able to rest my back, which was nice. And then mentioned the following day that Mama had a job interview. And she was planning to come by here in the morning, or the next morning, so that she could print out her resume to take to the interview, since they had told her she would need an actual copy in her hands, which I found kind of dumb. Mentioned that I hoped the following day would be fairly chill, and that me and Mama could Pokemon hunt for a bit tomorrow, but it would all depend on her mood. This was an unusual chilled out day. I put unusual because normally Mondays are not typically the chill day, so it threw me off a little bit. But Mama and I ran errands and also did some more Pokemon hunting as well. We were able to take 2 more gyms due to a couple of raids for some orange berries, since we did not have any at all. And then got a snow runt, which they had added its other evolution of Frostless in here in the game, so I kept it for that reason. Mentioned I missed being able to hang out with Mama as much as I used to, because it just seemed like when I was younger we had to hang out even more than we did, so. But that's what happens when you get older, I guess. The errands this day were post office, paying the Visa bill, also getting cigarettes. One thing that happened was a college kid being dumb. We were at a yellow light and were pulled out where to to make the turn, and if you're already in the middle of the road, when it turns red, then you have to go to get out of the way. And a college kid did not see us and was basically getting ready to ram us, but Mama slammed on the freaking gas so we could get out of there, thankfully. But my adrenaline just went like shoot up, and I was like, okay, this is not ideal. And this time it was the other person driving's fault, not her fault. Put a newspaper article in here I wanted to save. Mentioned I really couldn't wait till I could see John again, because it's always hard with a long distance relationship, in my opinion. Here's another color by sticker thing. And another one. This was a busy day overall. Spent some of the day just relaxing and watching videos as per usual. Also watched some of Franchise Kicks videos because I've really been enjoying his stuff lately. This day was the usual grocery run as well as the errands, which were the post office, bank, pharmacy for Mama and me. Mama and I also did a bit of Pokemon hunting as well. We were able to keep the 2 gyms that we had till around 9:30 that night, then they got taken away. Took on an Alolan Raichu raid, which was nice since we hadn't seen it in quite a while. I got 4 more rare candies in the game to give to Feebas, because I'm trying to get Milotic, and it is a very tedious process. When we got back to Grandma's, Grandma had asked Mama to sign her name for her because the cable guy had come to fix the phones, which normally the bank doesn't really mind. There was a new girl that was being like super stuck up about it, and it ticked both me and Mama off. So, needless to say, that put a hindrance on our mood that day. And then we realized, oh, she didn't give Mama this license back. So when I got the check that Grandma had signed, I went in and said, "Do you have her license?" So, that was an annoying experience, needless to say. When we got through with the grocery store, my brother, his wife, and stepdaughters came by to get some leftover cake from Easter. I apologize, that is the telephone. When we had met with my brother and his wife, the 2 girls helped carry groceries in as well as me and Mama, so that was a nice thing. And I mentioned that one of them is like insanely hyper, and that one was a lot more calm than the other. Another thing that had happened was that the Vicks case that my mom had ordered from Wish finally came in. I'm a huge Vicks fan. I am a Starlight. I just love Vicks's music and what all they do, each comeback. This is the coloring page I'm currently working on. When I get finished with it, I'm going to post it to Instagram. I mentioned that I really missed Leo with long dark hair, because it just looked really cool. Like, he really looked like a vampire with long hair. But Hakyun, or N, is going to be doing his mandatory military service soon, so I wasn't sure what the other members were going to do. After my brother left, I spent the rest of the day chilling out to unwind because I'd had a bad headache all day. I wasn't sure why. Didn't know if it was from my allergies or if it was due to another factor entirely. I just know that it sucks to have one all day. So this is a little supporter sticker. I keep like receipts and stuff in here. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know down below what your favorite thing was. And I will talk to you guys soon. In another video at another time. Bye roses. Annyeong.